All right, you all, we are now in chapter 9. This is the digestive system. And y'all remember the digestion begins in the mouth and it ends in the anus. Here's a diagram and anatomy and medical terminology of your digestive system. Of course, it starts with the lips and the mouth. You have the lips, the entrance of the digestive tract. The oral cavity includes the mouth associated with these structures. You have the soft and hard palates, the gums, the teeth, the tongue, the salivary glands. The teeth and the tongue break the food into small particles. The salivary glands secrete saliva and enzymes to aid in digestion. The tongue mixes the saliva with food and keeps the food pressed between the teeth for chewing before pushing the food back for swallowing. There are 3 categories of teeth. You have incisors, you have cuspids, and you have molars. Then you have your pharynx, your esophagus, your stomach. Know what happens in your stomach. Know the parts of your small intestines, you all. That's going to be one that is on that test right there. The parts of your small intestines. The duodenum is the first portion of the small intestines, and it is connected to the stomach, and it is about 10 inches long. The small ducts from the liver, hepatic ducts, and gallbladder merge together to form the bile duct. The bile duct is the hepatic duct joined together and open into the duodenum via the hepatopancreatic ampoule. The jejunum is the middle third of the small intestine, and it is about 7 feet long. Vigorous peristaltic waves move fluid contents to the ileum. The ileum is approximately 12 feet in length and is the last and longest section of the small intestines. Most food absorption takes place in the ileum, which connects to the large intestines. Now, also make sure you know what the large intestines consist of. The large intestines is about 5 feet long, and it is divided into the cecum, the appendix, ascending colon, hepatic flexure, transverse colon, the splenic flexure, the descending colon, the sigmoid colon, the rectum, and the anus. Most of the colon is retroperitoneal except for the transverse colon and the sigmoid colon, which are intraperitoneal. Water is reabsorbed as food material travels through the large intestines and eventually is eliminated from the body. Know what the pancreas is. Pancreatitis. What is produced in the pancreas? Y'all know insulin. This is where it is developed. It's in the pancreas. That's what a diabetic has to worry about, is making sure that the pancreas is functioning. The liver, know what the liver does. Make sure you know where it's found and what it does. The gallbladder system. All right, make sure you know the coding concepts for this section as well. Know what esophageal and swallowing disorders a patient may have, like such as Barrett's esophagus, esophagitis, and esophageal varices. Mallory-Weiss tear, hiatal hernias, swallowing disorders. Now, the hiatal hernia is a diaphragmatic hernia. That is what a hiatal hernia is. Know what IBS is, or irritable bowel syndrome. Gastroenteritis, anorectal disorders, inflammatory bowel disease. Know all that information, you all. Pancreatitis, inflammation in your pancreas. Benign and malignant neoplasms in the GI tract. Make sure you go over and read that as well. Congenital disorders, any congenital disorders that you may encounter. CPT coding when it comes to your lips, okay, and your mouth, your tongue. You all have access to that information as well. Your pharynx, adenoids, and tonsils, okay, know that. Esophagus. Okay, know the information when it comes to nasogastric tubes, okay? Okay. Y'all make sure you go back and read over this stuff. The radiological procedures that you use when you do surgeries in the GI section. Your modifiers that you can use in this section: 22, 51, 53, 58, 78. Those are the modifiers that you can use in this section. All right, commonly used in this section. And then, of course, it gives you all some glossary terms that you may not remember. Please, if you don't remember something, again, write it down. Again, here are your chapter review questions. Make sure you go back through those as well. Very good. All right. All right, y'all, make sure y'all go over this stuff. Read over it, read over it, read over it. Can't say it enough. Read over it. It's going to be very pertinent information for you all. Okay. Again, these are the questions at the end of the chapter. You're going to find some very pertinent information, and it's going to show you how a report that you may have might apply in everyday life, in everyday terms. All right, you all, that's it for this chapter. We will pick up in just a minute.